If there was a general outcry from women that the anorexic look of models was not acceptable, and I'm not talking about just, okay, then skinny models with implants are the solution. If like,
Right.
if models were the same size your average woman is, somewhere between like a 4 and an 8 or something, rather than a 0 or a 2, and being, then we wouldn't all be so judgmental of ourselves or each other. Like in the 50s, models all had like a little bit of fat on them.
Well,
They all,
women, I mean, I
yeah.
just think if you look at historically how a woman's shape has changed over the years, unfortunately, we're in a time frame where incredibly thin is considered desirable. And, I've had this conversation many times. I feel very strongly about it. And people have said to me, Amanda, between New York and Los Angeles, the average size is actually a 12.
Wow.
And then we start looking at what is a healthy size to be, and what's considered overweight because of unhealthy diet and lack of exercise. And it's an ongoing battle.
Yeah, and
But
you have to think about our teenage girls and what they're going through trying to match up to that as their bodies are changing and developing, and then they get bulimic and they get anorexic and they get, obsessed with not being thin enough, even though everywhere you're also being pumped like fast food advertisements and incredibly high
how
calorie things
confusing.
to eat,
How confusing.
it's hard because I think women have to be, and girls have to be more loving to themselves, and embrace. But it's hard because everybody also has eyes for what's being sold as the ideal of beauty, in our century, in our time, and it's hard for people to be like, I'm different than that ideal, but I love myself.
It is really hard, and I mean, I pay lip service to it, and I feel like I'm a big advocate you know, for trying to show different women's bodies in fashion magazines. As a photographer, I like to try and do that. But the truth is that I don't necessarily subscribe to it all the time myself.
Right.
Because what you're talking about is self-love and loving yourself the way you are. And that's a tough task every day.